Hi everyone, so in our last video we discussed about the databases. So we said the database is a collection of related information, and we also mentioned that the computers are efficient in terms of the speed and the memory to keep our databases. And then the computers itself is not enough to create a database. Therefore, we need a special software which is called database management systems that help users to create and maintain a database. And on the third level, we categorize databases into two parts. We have relational or SQL databases, what we call non-relational, which is non-SQL. So into the relational, we have goes the tabular data whenever we have the table with the columns and the rows, and whatever doesn't enter this category goes into the non-relational, which is a document, in-memory cache, graph database, search engine database, time series, key value, and many more. So for the relational databases, we have a language called SQL or SQL, which is a structured query language, which helps us to interact with our relational database management system. Imagine SQL is a kind of a language program, like a Python, which helps us also to create a CRUD operation, which is a create, read, update, delete operation, as well as other administrative tasks. It can be user management, security, and backup of our database management system. And also with the help of SQL, we create the tables and different structure schemas. And another important information you have to keep in mind that imagine the SQL code that you can use in MySQL is not always the same that you will use in Oracle or PostgreSQL or MariaDB. So looking at the relational database, so imagine you have your database, and then in the second level within the database you have the table, and in the table you have the row in a horizontal line, and for each row you have on the vertical line is a column. And what we can say is that database is a collection of tables, and it contains one or more tables, and this table stores the data for us. So in simple terms, we can say that relational database is a collection of one and more tables. And what you see on the right side, we have three tables: student table with ID name, and student courses with a student ID and course ID, and the courses comes with the ID and the name of the program the student takes. So for the non-relational databases, we can give example of MongoDB, DynamoDB, Apache Cassandra, and Firebase. So they have their own implementation to perform a CRUD operation and administrative operation on the database. And here, instead of the tables, we have collection and the documents. A collection is a collection of one or more documents. And let's say if you're coming from the relational database background, you can think of a collection as a